So hello everybody, it's me, the Excellent Reviewer, and I know it's been a long time, it's been a little while. I've been busy with school and doing some online pro wrestling training, which if you guys want to hear about that, let me know and I'll give you a whole video on that. But today I wanted to talk about the Hana Kimura case because we all know, unfortunately, that Hana Kimura has passed away earlier in the year. It was one of the most tragic deaths in pro wrestling in the year 2020, especially if you knew the circumstances of her being cyberbullied. And there's a whole I've done a few videos. With each update, I do a video talking about Hana Kimura because it is something that has affected me. I feel as though it's wrong to cyberbully. Well, as obvious as that sounds, but the fact that it was so tragic was the fact that she was only like 22 years old. And that's the thing that's made it tragic, was she was so young. But I have an update. I have an update for you guys, brought to you by Fightful.com, where, and let me read it, because my words would be a little shaky. So, Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department plan to file charges against the man accused of cyberbullying Hana Kimura. According to Asahi Digital, investigators believe that an Osaka man in his 20s sent several bullying and threatening messages to Kimura via social media. The posts were deleted following her death on May 23rd, but images were taken and sent to police. Nearly 12,000 posts from 600 accounts are being investigated. The family has since the accused has apologized to Kimura's family via email. Police will continue to investigate other messages sent to Hana, and it just goes on saying, summarizing why she was cyberbullied. But yeah, no, I would assume that the guy who is doing this, and it's not just him, he's just one person. There were, as you said, from 600 accounts, as was said, from 600 accounts. What's it called? It's just, I would assume that the guy would be apologetic, but Here's the thing. Like I said in the past, and I even said this in my Hana Kimura video. I said this, and I'll be a preacher to say this. It is perfectly fine for you not to like someone, because I don't like Nia Jax. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who doesn't like Nia Jax. I don't like Nia Jax personally, but that's cool. I don't like her, but I'm never gonna send her messages of, hey, go kill yourself, or hey, go throw yourself in front of a bus. I feel as though there's a separation between that just because you don't like someone does not give you the permission to degrade them, to humiliate them, to make them feel less than human. And we've actually seen that this death, which you would think would open up a lot of people's eyes to cyberbullying, has not stopped people, because Lana has come out in her chronicle on the WWE network, saying, she encounters this all the time. And I remember watching that and being very pissed off, because I was like, have you guys learned nothing? Have the people who cyberbully learned nothing from Hana Kimura's death? Because Hana Kimura's death was something that shook the wrestling world. But apparently you guys have short memories, the guys that cyberbully, because you're doing it to Lana. And there's a difference. No, there's not a difference. Because just because, Hana, she was talented and Lana sucks. No, because Lana is still a person. She's still a person with real, human emotions. And I'm not the biggest Lana fan. I'm just defending her on the right of her being a human being. Human beings, we all have feelings and thoughts, and when we hear negative stuff, sometimes it's impossible for us to react. Sometimes it's impossible. Sometimes people And I pretty much I've said this before, but sometimes people do not have. Everyone's different. Sometimes people do not have, they can't stand, they can't, deal with so much negativity that's thrown at them. Sometimes they just can't. It's impossible. And especially when you're in the public eye, especially when you were in the public eye like these two wrestlers are, you're going to receive a lot of, and you're online all the time, and you're going to receive a lot of messages. You're going to receive a lot of them, some positive and a lot negative. But finally they are moving forward with the case of Hana Kimura. Thank God that they are doing it, and this isn't just like, these people are, going, they're letting them free just because, well, it resulted in her death. But there was so much of it. They said nearly 600 accounts. Nearly 600 accounts and 1,200 messages. 1,200 posts, if you want to get serious about it. But yeah, so I don't think they're going to get like all those 600 people, but it's good that they are, that they are pursuing with this, just because Hana Kimura, her death should never have happened. Her death should never have happened. And Kyoko, her mother, was selling her T-shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, to support her, legal fees, because she's adamant that that this is not gonna go away. She's adamant that she's fighting this, and she's even coming out with a calendar in Japan, again, to help her, to help her legal fees to pursue justice for Hana. But yeah, I wanted to bring this, guys, up to you. I know it's been a while ago. I come in and out. I'm planning to, come back to the channel within the new year, lessen my workload, and come back to you guys, because it is something that I do miss. But I wanted to bring you guys this update on Hana Kimura, because I feel as though everyone should know, like, the updates, with Hana Kimura. And hopefully, it doesn't matter. Yeah, sure, an apology goes, it does go a long way, and at least this guy does feel remorse, for what he has done. But, he also, you helped and take a life, you helped and take a life. And those kind of words, they are something that should, like, I've read some of the comments that she was getting, and they are nasty. They are just nasty, and they are horrid, and they are some things that should I don't want to say them. You can go look at them online. They're out there. But they are just some of the worst things. Something that I would never say to my worst enemy. Something that I would never say to people who have wronged me. And there are people who have wronged me, I'll tell you that. But I would never say those kind of things, just because they are so, like, they are filled with hate. They are filled with hate. So thank God that something is being done about this. Yeah. And, that's it. I want to give you guys this short little update on Hana Kimura for those that were interested. It's, still one of the, tragic cases of things that happened in 2020, and there were a lot of bad things that happened in 2020, and Hana Kimura's death was one of them. So with that, I will leave you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know the whole spiel. And if there are any other updates talking about Hana Kimura or anything like that, I will make sure to let you guys know about that. Other than that, I've been Samuel V, aka The Excellent Reviewer, and I will see you all as soon as I can. Goodbye and good night. Bang.